up? It's Cinema Shogun here, and chances are, if you have been on the internet at all today, you have heard about the 4 miracle children who survived a deadly plane crash in the Amazon rainforest and literally survived in the wilderness. These are kids now, survived in the wilderness, in the freaking jungle for over 2 weeks, but now they have been found. It is a miracle. Well, I got some bad news for you all. I know that you could go check online right now, and there are tons and tons of mainstream media outlets reporting that these kids were found. But these kids have not been found. These kids are still missing, out there, presumably alive, surviving in the freaking rainforest in Colombia. Now, for those of you all who don't know about this story, a plane is flying over the jungle, crashes into the rainforest. Everyone on board dies except for 4 children, ages 13, 9, 4, and an 11-month-old baby. Luckily, authorities, the military, search parties, they were able to find the plane. They found the bodies of everyone else on board, the pilot, the parents, but the kids were nowhere to be found. So there's search parties out here searching in the jungle for these kids, and they're finding evidence that the kids are alive. They're finding what looks like makeshift structures, makeshift shelters. They're finding evidence that the kids are alive. The kids weren't on board the plane anymore. Evidence that they had left the plane, and they're just out here in the rainforest. Now, the crazy part is that the president, not our president, their president, released a statement saying that these kids were found. And they've been talking about how these kids were found all day. But after confirming these kids are found, now they're like, oh, wait, sorry, we never found the kids, actually. And I guess they're still out there. So now I'm sitting here like, wait, what? This makes no sense. I thought, like, what? I don't even know what to say at this point. Why is it being reported everywhere that these kids were found? The president tweeted that these kids were found, then deletes the tweet. And now these kids are nowhere to be found? It's a really odd situation. But let's go ahead and dive into this article and find out a little bit more. Colombian president retracts claim that 4 children in plane crash survived and were rescued. There is confusion over whether 4 kids have been found alive in the Amazon rainforest more than 2 weeks after a plane crash in Colombia, with the country's president saying that they had been found, but later retracting the statement. At the start of the month, a Cessna 206 plane carrying 7 people issued a Mayday alert sometime before the crash due to apparent engine trouble. 3 adults, including the pilot, died in the crash, and their bodies were found inside the plane. 4 kids, ages 13, 9, and 4, as well as an 11-month-old baby, are believed to have survived the impact, but authorities said they have yet to make contact with them. On Wednesday, President Gustavo Petro claimed in a statement on Twitter that the kids had been found after a search by members of the military, firefighters, and Civil Aviation Authority officials in the dense jungle of Colombia's Caqueta province. After searching by our military, we have found alive the 4 kids who went missing after a plane crash in Guaviare. I know I'm pronouncing these words wrong. A joy for the country, Mr. Petros said. However, on Thursday, he deleted the statement and said, "I am sorry for what happened. The military forces and indigenous communities will continue in their tireless search to give the country the news it is waiting for," he added. The government's Child Welfare Agency, ICBF, said it had received information from the field that the kids had been found and that the kids were indeed in good health. However, the defense ministry sources have told local media that they have no confirmation that these kids have been found at all. Information was received from the area assuring contact was made with the 4 kids who were part of the group transported on the aircraft that crashed. The report stated that they had been found alive and they were in good health, said the statement from the ICBF. However, the military forces have not yet been able to establish official contact due to adverse weather conditions and difficult terrain, the statement added. Authorities have not been able to corroborate the information received by the ICBF from various sources. Civil aviation authorities, which coordinated the rescue efforts, believe the kids escaped the plane after the crash and set off into the rainforest to find help. Efforts to find them were stepped up after rescue teams, including search dogs, found discarded fruit that the kids had eaten to survive and improvised shelters made with jungle vegetation. One of the deceased from the plane crash has been identified as the mother of the 4 kids. Authorities say that rescue efforts now include 3 helicopters, including one which is blasting out a recorded message from the kids' grandmother in their language, telling them to stop moving through the jungle. So, after hearing that, I'm sure you all understand why I said there's something iffy about this story here. And I'm sure you all understand why I'm so confused by it and why there's just so much confusion surrounding the story in general. Because we have one, I guess you could say, government agency, the Child Protection Services, whatever you want to call them, the ICBF. They're saying, hey, we got the kids, everyone. We found the kids. Not only did we find the kids, but they're in great health. It's a miracle. Yay, we got the kids. We got the kids. We've made contact. And then you got the other half of these people, I guess the military and whatever, they're saying, oh, no, we don't have the kids at all. What are y'all talking about? So we have basically 2 different government agencies here telling completely different stories. The president literally tweeted out, hey, the kids were found. The kids are okay. The ICBF, they're like, the kids are okay. We got them. But now they're like, oh, wait, we don't got them. So, I'm not trying to say that there's some big conspiracy going on here. Maybe this is just all confusion, but the way my mind works, and just knowing how wicked the world has become. Look around you. Human trafficking is like at an all-time high, especially in these areas of Colombia and stuff. But let's be honest, it's bad everywhere, even in America. You can't go anywhere these days, right? So knowing how crazy the world is, I can't help but just kind of wonder, like, hold on. Did y'all find these kids and now y'all are trying to say, oh, never mind. I guess we're going to keep these kids for ourselves. I don't know. I don't want to think that way. And I'm not trying to tell you all that that is the case here. Maybe this is just one big ball of confusion. But where is the disconnect here? Because this is a very serious situation. You don't have the president of your country tweeting out, hey, we found the kids. We've talked to them. We've contacted them. We got them. Not only do we got them, they're in great health. And then they'd be like, oh, wait, everything we told you, oh, never mind. We don't got the kids. Sorry, I don't know where they're at. It's like, whoa, wait. This is a big deal. I would think that if you got this whole entire government agency saying that you got the kids, and then you got the military saying you didn't got the kid, I'm almost at a loss for words, because how does that happen? How is that allowed to happen? What happened to these kids? Do you got the kids or not? And why are y'all telling different stories? It seems like this is a situation you would take more seriously. There shouldn't be a disconnect or a loss in translation when it comes to this type of information. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you have a family member missing. The president tweets out, hey, we found your uncle. Your crazy uncle that always goes missing. We got him. He's alive. He's in good health. Don't worry. And then you go to get your uncle, your drunken uncle that's always getting into it. And then they're like, oh, never mind. We thought we had him. I don't know where he's at now. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the situation kind of like with a side eye. Like, okay, you got the world out here thinking this miracle happened. I'm sitting here, when I look into the story, I'm thinking, oh, I got good news to tell people. This sounds great. And then I look into the story, and I'm like, wait, why is the mainstream media out here telling everybody these kids are found? The president's telling these people the kids are found. One government agency is telling people the kids are found. But then the military, who supposedly found the kids, are like, we don't got those kids. We don't know what the hell y'all are talking about. And then on the other hand, I can't help but think, like, what type of horrors these kids are facing out here in the freaking rainforest. A 13-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a freaking baby are out here in the rainforest, in the jungle, surviving. I doubt any of you all would I doubt you all would survive 2 weeks in the jungle. I know for a fact I would not survive 2 weeks in the jungle. I would probably run into some indigenous tribe that turned me into a spit roast hog and ate off me for weeks. I look like a good source of protein. I would not last out there. But thinking of all the animals, like, are these kids, have they been adopted by a family of freaking apes? Are they going to be like Tarzan? Are they going to be raised by monkeys? Like, what is happening to these kids? Not to mention, well, I already kind of mentioned it, there are uncontacted tribes that live in these areas of the rainforest who have never had contact with the outside world. And on the rare occasion that, like, researchers and scientists run into these people, man, it never ends well. In fact, if you want to be horrified, if you want to hear about some stuff that's just absolutely horrific, go look it up after this video. Go look up what has happened to random people who have been searching the rainforest, who come across these tribes thinking they could peacefully talk to them. No, they wind up getting disemboweled and Oh my God, the crazy stuff that happens to them, it's really insane. So, I don't know what would happen if these kids ran across one of those tribes. Obviously, I mean, and then you got to think about it. These aren't grown adults, these are little kids, a baby, a 4-year-old in the jungle alone. Predators everywhere that just survived. Somehow they survived the plane crash. all around crazy situation. They'll probably make a movie out of this one day. But for right now, I want to know, where are those kids, and why is it being reported that y'all found them? And then why are y'all reporting now that you didn't find them? Where's the confusion here, and why did that confusion happen? Let me know your thoughts about what's going on down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.